HTML entities. We've written all of our code using elements like so. We have the less than and the greater than, and we put our element name inside. So what do we do if we want to actually write about an element? For example, how you see here, we would need to use what's called an HTML entity. Now if you try to write the HTML tags in your code, you'll notice that it won't show up as regular text. That's because the browser thinks, well, this is obviously an element, so I'm not going to display this. I made up a little example here just for you to kind of get an understanding of what I'm trying to explain. So in here it says, tags go in your section. What I actually wrote was meta tags go in your head section. But because this is an element and head is an element, the browser didn't interpret that. So this obviously isn't going to work, and our readers will have no idea which tags go in what section up here. Instead, we would write, for this sentence up here, is and lt semicolon meta slash and gt semicolon, which is right there, and same thing with our head, and lt semicolon, which is our less than sign, and gt semicolon, which is our greater than sign. What we need to do is we need to encode these symbols so the browser knows to show them as text and not as an actual part of an element. For example, we look at the symbol less than, greater than, and the HTML entity is and lt semicolon. And same thing applies with greater than. We have the greater than sign and gt semicolon. So how this works is we start an entity off with the and sign, the ampersand. Then we use a short lettered code such as lt or gt. It's not always lettered, sometimes it's numbered, like how we do styles in CSS. So what are the code entities? LT means less than. Take the first letter of each word. GT is greater than. Now there are hundreds of these. You don't need to remember them all. In fact, you probably don't need to remember most of them. If your editor has a design view that you can use that while you're typing characters, and it will probably encode them for you. But in case they don't, here's a short reference table that you can always refer to. So we have the character, what it shows up as. We have entities, and the description. So the only one I really want to go over now is the non-breaking space, which is NBSP. The reason this doesn't show up is because it's just a space. And this will allow you to use 10 spaces, or 100 spaces, or even just 2 spaces, because HTML will automatically remove the extra white space.